think we are live. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes just to get everything set up and just see if anyone's going to come on in case anyone's running behind. So bear with me. Before we jump on, I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Making sure the mic is attached and you can actually hear my speaking. So let me know if you can, give me a thumbs up. And when we're ready, we'll get started on the mat. So if you want to get yourself some water, if you use blocks or anything throughout your practice, you can go and grab them now, roll out your mat and meet me on your mat. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this full body gentle morning yoga class. You can do this at any time of the day, any time that you just want to reset yourself, get a full body stretch in. Maybe your body's feeling a little bit stiff or sore. Maybe you've overworked yourself at the gym. We're just going to ease ourselves in and get a full body stretch, working mobility into all of the tight areas of your body. We are going to start today on our backs in a reclined Supta Baddha Konasana. So this is your butterfly pose, bringing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to come out wide, and then just resting yourself down onto your mat. And just starting to center ourselves down, grounding yourself into the floor. You can close down the eyes here. And let's connect to the breath. Just starting to listen to your own breath. Slowing everything down. Allowing yourself to arrive at this present moment. And taking that breath a little bit deeper. Now let's all together take a deep inhale through the nose. And an audible exhale out of the mouth. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. One more. Let it go. Now close down the lips and start to breathe through your nose only, taking your Ujjayi breath, restricting the airways at the back of the throat. When you're ready, you can start to blink your eyes open. And you can use your hands and just gently push your knees back together. And draw those knees in towards your chest. And we can gently rock from side to side, just warming up the spine. Now drop your arms into a T shape with the palms facing up. And let's allow our knees to fall all the way over towards the right. Using a block.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, that was Alexa, sorry about that. If you could just use a block underneath your knees there if you need to for support. And then let's take our knees back to the center. And let's hope that she doesn't join in this time and take the knees over towards the left. Taking one more breath. And draw your knees back to the center. And then place the feet down onto the ground with the knees pointing to the sky. We can lower the arms back down. And we're going to take our left knee in towards the chest and bring your hands onto the back of the hamstring. You're going to flex your left foot. As you inhale, you're going to take that heel up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to draw that heel back down. So just warming up that hamstring, flowing with your own breath, going up and down. And the next time your leg comes too straight, we're going to hold it there. You can keep your hands on the hamstring or maybe walk them to the calf or to the ankle. And we can straighten out the right leg if that's available to you. Push into both of the heels and feel that nice deep stretch into your hamstrings. Let's take one more breath. And then start to rebend that leg. But take the knee over towards the side slightly. You can keep your hands onto the hamstring, or maybe you can reach the outer edge of that foot and come into a half happy baby. Using your right hand to push down onto the right hip, just making sure you don't roll over onto the left. And stay for a couple of breaths. Taking one more breath. And we'll rebend that leg, place the foot down onto the ground and take the other knee in towards your chest. So again, bringing your hands onto the back of the hamstring, flexing your right foot. Inhale as you push that heel up towards the sky and exhale as you bend. A few more times with your own breath. And just warming up for a moment. Next time your leg comes too straight, hold it there. And you can walk your hands up towards the calf or maybe to the ankle, and you can straighten out that left leg. Holding for a couple of breaths, pushing through both of the heels. Take one more breath. And then rebend that leg, and you can bring your hands onto the hamstring, pulling that knee over to the side, or maybe grabbing the outer edge of that foot if that's available to you. Bring your left hand onto your left hip, just to make sure you don't roll over towards the right. Let's take one more breath. Amazing. Rebend that leg, hug the knees in towards your chest. This time take both hands onto the backs of the hamstrings and we're going to rock forwards and back using the full length of your spine until you eventually rock yourselves to a seat. Bringing the legs out in front. Having a nice tall straight spine, relax the shoulders. Take an inhale and exhale. Now we're going to bend the left leg, and you have the option to bring your right hand to the outer edge of your left leg or to the outer edge of your left foot there. We're going to take the left hand behind us, so using that left hand as an extension to the spine, so you can push into the ground and really straighten that spine. Lift the left foot off and then turn yourself towards the left. You can keep the left leg bent. If it's available, maybe straighten the left leg. Keeping your shoulders over the hips and making sure you're not rocking back or too far forward. Keeping a nice tall straight spine. Take a deep inhale and exhale. One more breath. And then reband that leg, place the foot onto the ground, and we can use our right arm to hug that knee in, making sure our spine is nice and straight. Inhale and exhale, just twist that little bit deeper. Take one more breath. And turn yourselves back to the front. Bring the sole of the foot to the inside of your leg. Take an inhale, chest is up, and then exhale, we'll fold over the leg. You can let the back round here and just draw your chin towards your chest, elongate the back of the neck. Take one more breath. And bring yourselves back up. Straighten out the left leg and we'll take it to the second side. So making sure your spine is nice and straight, bend the right knee. Bringing the left hand either to the outer edge of the left leg, or the right leg, sorry, or to the outer edge of the right foot. Bring your right hand behind you, so really trying to straighten into that spine. And we can lift the foot and turn towards the right. Maybe you keep the leg bent, maybe you extend the leg. Holding for a couple of breaths. Take one more breath. And then rebend the leg, place the foot onto the ground, hug that knee in with your left arm. Inhale, chest is up. Exhale, twist that little bit deeper. Let's take one more breath. Turn yourselves back to the front and take the sole of the foot to the inside of the leg. Inhale, chest is up. Exhale, we fold. And draw the chin to the chest, elongate the back of the neck. Let's take one more breath. And carefully bring yourself back up. Coming back to our Supta Baddha Konasana, taking the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to go out wide. You can bring your hands around the legs or around the feet and just gently flap those knees open, just getting a bit of opening through the hips. You can go a little bit faster if you prefer. And then keep the knees nice and still now. Take an inhale, chest is up, and exhale, fold. You can use the elbows to gently push into the legs, drawing the legs out a little bit wider if you want to. Draw your chin to your chest. Don't worry if your back is rounding here. Let's take one more breath. And carefully bring yourself up. And then we're going to take our two-piece fingers and our thumbs and wrap them around the big toes. So we want to make sure our spine is nice and straight, but tilt the body back slightly. This will give you a little bit of balance. And then we're going to see if we can take one foot off the ground, place it down, take the other foot off, place that one down. You can play around with this, or you can see if you could take both off. You can keep the legs bent, or you can straighten the legs. Keeping the chest up, we'll hold for a couple of breaths. Take one more breath. Well done. Rebend the legs. You can cross the legs and rock yourself over to a tabletop. So bringing the knees directly underneath the hips, the hands directly underneath the shoulders. We'll start with a nice gentle round of cat and cow. So dipping the belly down, arching into the spine, lift the tailbone, the gaze and the chest as you inhale. As you exhale, round the back, draw the chin to the chest and the tailbone down. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can continue on with this regular cat and cow, or we can take barrel rolls, going over to one side, dipping the belly down and rounding as you rock over. You can really close the eyes here and exaggerate the movement. Just feel the movement through the spine, the shoulders, the hips. Maybe you feel it in the wrists or the glutes. And if you're taking your barrel rolls, go in the opposite way. Let's take one more breath. And when you're ready, come back to a nice neutral spine. Let's walk the hands forward. We can come down into our puppy stretch here, so you can lower the forearms down, take the forehead down, or you can keep the forearms up, reaching the hands forward, reaching the shoulders down, trying to open up, so trying to push the chest towards the floor. And if it's available to you and you want to come into a full puppy, you can bring your chin and chest down to the ground. Let's stay for a couple of deep breaths. When you're ready, take one more breath. And then carefully ease yourself out, but lower those forearms down and then lower the belly down, coming into your Sphinx pose. Untucking the toes, pull those shoulders down away from the ears. Imagine you're trying to slide your body forward. Taking a deep breath. Now look over towards the left shoulder. Come back to the center. Look over towards the right shoulder. And come back to the center. Take an inhale. And exhale. Lower yourself down. Slide the hands back so they come to the tops of the ribs. Pull those elbows in. Take an inhale. Let's lift up and towards a cobra. So keeping the knees down for a moment. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, push back towards a tabletop. From here, we're going to come into our downward dog, so you can tuck the toes, lift the knees off the ground, send the hips up towards the sky. First downward dog of the practice, so just feel it out in the body. Maybe push one heel down at a time, just walking out your downward dog. Maybe you sway the hips slightly from side to side, looking under one armpit and then the other. That always feels quite nice on the neck. You can shake the head out. Just make it your practice. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. So anything that feels good to you right now. When you're ready, come high onto the toes, bend the knees, take an inhale. As you exhale, lower those heels down. Your legs don't need to be straight, your heels don't need to reach the ground. You can have a bend in the knees and the heels can be lifted. Let's take one more breath. And then come high onto the toes again, look between the hands, and we'll carefully walk forward, taking baby steps to the top of the mats. Once you get there, take an inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Your hands can slide up the legs. And exhale, bend the knees slightly and fold over your legs. Bring your hands onto either elbows and let's create like a square around your head. Looking between your legs, pushing your tailbone up towards the sky, and we can gently rock from side to side. Just releasing any tension in the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back. Let's take one more breath. And then let your arms hang, come back to stillness, round into your back, and come all the way up to standing. Relax the arms, come to your mountain. Let's pause and hold for a breath. Let's take the arms out wide. Inhale, hands come together, palms come to touch above your head. Look on up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, let's swan dive and take ourselves all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands down, step the legs back and come into your plank. You can lower the knees here if you need to, or you can keep the knees up. Let's take an inhale as we rock forward, so shoulders go over the wrists. Keep the elbows hugged in. As we exhale, we lower down. Inhale, come up into your cobra, or maybe you're ready for an upward dog. As we exhale, come all the way back to your downward dog. Taking a breath, inhale. Open the mouth and let it go. And again, inhale. Let it go. Now let's inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky, come into your three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend the knee, curl that knee in towards your chest, come high onto the back toe, and then step that foot forward between your hands. You might need to wiggle that foot forward. Once you get there, lower the back knee, untuck the back toe. Coming into your low lunge, just adjusting yourself as needed, and bring your hands onto the front thigh. Finding your balance. Pull that tummy in, tailbone down, feeling that deep stretch onto the right hip there. Take an inhale. And exhale, soften your shoulders. Bring both hands up, palms come to touch. Inhale. Maybe create a little bit of a back bend as you bring those arms back towards your ears. And then bring those hands back to your heart center. Taking an inhale and exhale. We're going to twist towards the left. So you can stay here or you can hook your right elbow over the top of the left knee. We want to push those hands in towards the heart center. So you can twist, look over your left shoulder. Pause and hold for a couple of breaths. Take one more breath. And then carefully unbind yourself, bring yourself back to the center, lower your hands down, and then push the bottom back. We're going to come into our half split. So flexing those left toes up, you can keep a bend in the knee there if you need to. Inhale, chest is up, and exhale, you can fold or you can stay upright if you prefer. Let's take one more breath. Okay, let's rebend that leg and we're going to come into a little bit of mobility now. So take both hands to the inside of the left leg and heel toe that foot over towards the left. Take an inhale, chest is up. You can come onto the fingertips if that helps. And then exhale, push the hips back and come into your half split. We're going to flow between the two as we breathe. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, half split. And again. One more. Next time we come towards our lizard lunge, hold it there. Bring the right hand down, nice and flat. Take the left hand towards your left knee. We're going to inhale as we push that knee away and exhale as we draw it back in. Inhale, open. Exhale, in. Inhale. Exhale. Next time we push it out, we're going to hold it there. You can stay here or you can reach the left arm back towards the back of the room. Maybe you want to bring that back foot in, grabbing that foot, coming into your quad stretch. Just hold for a couple of breaths. Taking one more breath. Releasing that back foot, bringing your left hand down. And then we're going to tuck the back foot, lift the back knee off, and send that right foot forward and come into Armalasana. So you have the choice here just to keep both hands down, and then you can lower the bottom down and straighten the legs, or you can come into a full Malasana if that's part of your practice, maybe taking the hands off, bringing the hands to your heart center. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Start to lower the hands back down, push into the hands, step the right foot back, step the left foot back, come back towards your plank. Taking an inhale, maybe lowering the knees if you need to, pushing the shoulders forward, and then exhale, lowering down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra if you prefer. And exhale, downward dog. Let's take some nice deep breaths here. Inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. And again, inhale. Let it go. Okay, let's take it to the second side. Inhale, right leg reaches up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend that knee, hug that knee in towards your chest. Come high onto the back toe and step that foot forward. Once you get there, lower your left knee down. Untuck your left toe. Find your balance first. And then when you do, bring your hands onto the front thigh. Taking a moment here, feeling that nice stretch into the left hip flexor. Okay, let's inhale, take both hands up, palms come to touch. Maybe bring those arms back towards your ears, push your hips forward, create a little bit of a back bend. And then lower your hands to your heart center, pull the tummy in. Let's take an inhale. As you exhale, twist towards the right, so you can stay here or you can hook that left elbow over the top of the knee. Pushing the hands into the heart center, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to the center, pausing for one breath. And then lower the hands down, framing the front foot. Push those hips back. Let's come to our half split. So flexing those right toes up towards the sky. Remember, you can keep a bend in the knee here. Inhale, chest is up. Exhale, you can fold or you can stay upright. Let's take one more breath. And then carefully start to ease yourself out, rebending that leg. Bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot and heel toe that foot over towards the right. Okay, coming into that mobility move. So you can come onto the fingertips. I like to do that, just gives me a little bit more height. Inhale, chest is up. Exhale, push back, half split. You can use blocks underneath your hands here as well if you prefer. Inhale up. Exhale back. One of my favourite ways just to open up in the morning. Okay, next time we come to a bent leg, we're going to hold it there. Bring the left hand down nice and flat. Take the right hand to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, open up that hip. Push the knee towards the side. Roll onto the pinky edge of your foot. Exhale, bring the foot flat. Inhale, open up. Exhale, back. Few more times. Okay, the next time your foot comes out or your knee goes out, we're going to hold it there. You can keep the hand on the inside of the leg or you can reach the arm back. And if you want to go for that added quad stretch, reaching for the back foot, pulling that foot in. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release the foot. If you have it, take the right hand back down. Bring the right foot nice and flat, toes turned out slightly. Lift the back knee off and then send that left foot forward, coming back towards your yogi squat. So again, you can keep the hands down, just make sure the toes are turned out, and we can just play around here if this is a bit more your style, or if you want to come all the way down, you can. There's no judgment here, just go with what feels good for your body. And if you want to take the hands off, maybe you feel a bit confident, maybe you want to pull that chest up, really try to expand into the spine. So we're not rounding the spine forward. Holding for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, bring both hands back down. This time we step the left foot back first, then the right foot, coming into your plank, lowering the knees if you need to. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra if you prefer. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Look between the hands and you can step forward towards the top of the mat, taking as many steps as you need. Inhale, halfway lift, hands can be on the legs. Exhale, fold. Now let's round into the back, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, when you get there, coming into your mountain. Let's pause here for a breath. Just making sure my mic is still attached. Take a deep breath. And we'll come into our standing flow. So we're going to take the hands onto the hips, step the left foot back, grounding the back heel. Woo, I'm wobbling now. Bending the right leg, left leg is straight. Pushing down into the outer edge of your left foot, coming into your warrior one. We can keep the hands on the hips, or we can take both hands up towards the sky if that's available to you. Find your balance and find your breath. Pull the tummy in, tailbone down. Relax the shoulders. Start to open up the arms and then take the left foot and bring it behind the right heel. So we want the heel in line with the arch of the left foot. So just checking your alignment first, making sure your arms are out nice and straight. Relax those shoulders. We all have a tension to bring these shoulders up, so just make sure you relax. Breathe into it. Bending that front leg. Looking down your right middle finger. Take an inhale as you reach forward. Imagine someone's pulling that hand, flip the palm. And then as you exhale, take it back. Take your left hand down your back leg. Right arm reaches back. Taking a breath. And then bringing yourself all the way back up. Take your right forearm onto the right thigh. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over the head. If it's available to you, you could also wriggle those fingers down towards the ground, looking up to the sky. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, bring yourself all the way back up to warrior two. Pausing for a breath. And then turn yourself to the side of the mat. We want to have our toes in slightly, heels out. Inhale, chest is up. And exhale, hinging from the hips, come to your forward fold. Bringing the hands down. Taking a breath. Maybe the hands come onto the ankles. Trying to pull the crown of the head down towards the ground. Pushing the tailbone up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Well done. Bring yourselves all the way back up, nice and slow and controlled. And then we're going to turn ourselves to the back of the mat. So coming into warrior one, now at the back of the mat. So we want to have our left leg bent and our right leg straight. We want to be pushing down into the outer edge of the right foot, and you want to bring your hips so they're parallel to the back of the mat now. Hands can be on the hips, or we can take them up. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Pull the tailbone in, pull the tummy in, tailbone down, and breathe. Relax your shoulders. And start to open up the arms towards the right, and then take that foot behind the left. So finding your warrior two, just make sure your left knee is not collapsing in, so you can see your big left toes there. Bring the arms out, relax the shoulders, looking down your left middle finger. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Bend that front knee a little bit more.
Here you go.
Take an inhale as you reach forward, flip the palm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, reach back, reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Left forearm comes onto the left thigh. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over the head. And if you want to go for that full side angle, bringing the fingertips down, you have that option. It's just an option. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, bring yourself back up to warrior two, just briefly, taking a breath. and then turning yourself back to the side of the mat. So this time we'll turn the toes out and heels in. And we're just going to rock from side to side, so just bending the right leg, keeping the left leg straight, and then rocking over to the left, bending the left, keeping the right leg straight. So if this feels good, you stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, we will take our hands down towards the ground and then walk it over to the other side. And again, if you want to go deeper, it's just an option. You can come all the way down into your full Skandasana, lifting those left toes up as you come over and then taking it over to the right and lifting those right toes up. Just an option. Please just go as far as you want to go with this one. The next time we do come over to the right, we're just going to hold for a couple of breaths. So maybe you're up here more, maybe you're here. Just stay for a couple of breaths. And let's take it over to the left. And then let's take it back to the center, and we can bring ourselves all the way up. Give those hips and legs a little shake out. And then we will turn the toes out again, making sure the heels are in. Maybe you bring the feet in a little bit closer this time, and we'll come into our goddess squat. So trying to get the hips in line with the knees, bring your hands to your heart center, making sure you're not rounding forward, bringing that chest up. Taking a breath. Inhale. And exhale, release. Well done, guys. Give it all a little shake out. Probably needs it. We're going to flow it out, and then we're going to start to cool down. So coming back to the top of the mat when you're ready. Finding your mountain. Taking a breath. Let's inhale, take the arms out wide, bring the palms to touch. And exhale, let's fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward, fingertips can be on the ground. Plant the hands down, step the legs back, come into your plank. You can lower the knees if you need to. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, your last downward dog. Take a breath, inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. Lower the knees. Take the knees out nice and wide. Bring the big toes to touch. And push your hips back over the heels. Rest your forehead down. Take a moment here and just allow your breath to slow down. Let's take our left hand over to the left, reaching as far as you can go, and take the right hand either next to it or on top, and just take that nice stretch all down the right side of the body. Just making sure you're pushing into the right hip, so that you're pushing that right hip down. You'll feel a nice deep stretch all down the right side of the body. Take one more breath. And take it to the second side. Same thing applies, pushing that left hip down. Okay, bringing yourselves back up. And then swing the legs around, and we'll come back down onto our backs. Making sure you've got a bit of room behind you as well. Lowering yourselves down. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. You have the option now to bring the arms down by the side of you and take the feet up towards the sky. Just a really nice way to relax the legs, relaxing all the muscles. If plow is part of your practice and you want to give it a go, just make sure you don't turn your head when you're in the position. So you can use your hands as momentum. You could maybe bend the knees and rock your knees in. And then once you get them to a nice height, you can bring your hands to the lower back there. And then you could maybe keep your legs bent, or you can take the feet over the head. Again, you have the option to interlace the fingers and take them in the opposite way. If this is screaming no to you, just stay with your feet in the air. If you are in your plow, it's very important to not turn your head. Let's take one more breath. If you're in your plow, carefully use your hands, bring them onto the lower back, and you can bend the legs and carefully lower those hips back down. Take your time here, and you can hug those knees in towards your chest. Let's take a moment, allow the neck to neutralize, allow everything to relax. Let's keep the left knee hugged in, extend the right. And we're going to take our twist, so bringing that left knee over towards the right. You can extend your left arm out if that feels good. Just pushing your left shoulder down into the floor. And let's take it to the second side. So rolling back onto your back, hugging the right knee in, extending the left. And we'll take that knee over towards the right, towards the left. Bringing the right hand out, pushing down through the right shoulder. Take one more breath. Let's come back onto our backs and we'll take our full happy baby. So hug both knees in towards your chest. You can bring your hands onto the hamstrings, or you can take your hands to the ankles, or maybe come into your full happy baby if that's part of your practice. You can bring your two-piece fingers and thumbs around your big toes if you prefer, pushing your whole back onto the floor. Let's take one more breath. And then when you're ready, you can lower the feet down and we'll come into our full Shavasana now. Taking the feet down to the bottom of the mat, resting your arms wherever feel good to you, and closing down the eyes. Allowing all your muscles to relax. Allowing everything to become still and heavy. Allowing your breath to be natural and unforced. There's nothing you need to do now. Just relax and let yourself fully surrender to this present moment. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Soften into your shoulders. Relax your arms and your legs. Let everything become still. Some of you might need to be getting on with your day. So if you want to stay here, please turn off the video and go ahead and stay in your Shavasana. If you want to continue with your day with me, let's start to wriggle the fingers and the toes. And gently blink your eyes open. You can hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe take your arms over your head. Taking a bit of a stretch into the upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Lower those hands down. Roll over to one side. Take a moment. And then when you're ready, bring yourselves to a comfortable seat. Bringing your hands onto your lap, palms facing up. And just circle your neck. And circle in the opposite way. Let's come back to stillness. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath. Open the mouth and let it go. And again, inhale. Hold. And just see if you can squeeze in that little bit more air. And let it go. This time, inhale, take your hands above the head, palms come to touch. As you exhale, draw those hands to your heart center, ending your practice with gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do hope you enjoyed today's practice. Namaste to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you are new here, my name is Kaz and I'm so happy that you found my channel. I do lots of videos on my channel and I will be doing them every Sunday. There's lots of uploads already there, but every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock I tend to do a video that's pre-recorded. If you liked this style of me doing it through live, then please let me know and I will do some more of them. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to go through all the comments now, so if you do want to disappear, you're more than welcome. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you.